One of the most controversial rappers to come out of the West Coast in recent years is without a doubt Swifty Blue.
Land, the southern side. I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out, if you ever in Los Angeles and you out here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies for your own security. The streets is dangerous. Like, hey Swifty, I need some shooters with me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Soft 25 bands.
Oh, that's it?
Soft 20 years, soft 25 bands. You gonna have some shooters with you. Man, for as long
the whole weekend.
Mr. Check-In With Me himself is more viral than ever, but for all the wrong reasons. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office has charged 19 alleged members of the notorious Mexican Mafia in a conspiracy to murder the rapper.
Man, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man, I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Swifty Blue and the 19 Mexican Mafia members or associates that were taken down after repeatedly trying to kill him.
Within Southern California's Mexican gang culture exists a strict hierarchy known by many but rarely spoken about. Those living that life follow a rigid set of rules often called politics and are forbidden from publicly speaking on internal matters. If you grow up in a Mexican neighborhood in Southern California, chances are you're raised around Southsiders. Known as Sureños, Spanish for Southerners, they dominate many neighborhoods or barrios and hold the largest presence within California's prison system. In LA County jails, rolling with the Southern Mexicans means aligning with the Southsiders. But in prison, not every Southsider is a Sureño. That title has to be earned through blood, sweat and steel. And it's not something you can just ask for. You either volunteer to put in work or get chosen a title. Still, even Sureños aren't at the top. Above them is the real power, the ones who send the orders. That elite group is known as the Mexican Mafia. Sureños represent the number 13, with M being the 13th letter of the alphabet, symbolizing their loyalty to law and the Mexican Mafia. The influence of these groups stretches far beyond state prisons, reaching deep into the federal system as well. So how did Swifty Blue, a known Southsider, end up as a target for one of California's deadliest gangs? Swifty Blue is from East Side Paramount 13, a Southsider gang in Paramount, California. He made a name for himself in music, but even more for the controversial things he said, and be like telling people visiting LA to tap in with him for protection.
So go. Gangland, the southern side. I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out, if you ever in Los Angeles and you out here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies for your own security. The streets is dangerous. If you're not tapped in, you will get stepped on, believe that. You will get stepped on, believe that. The streets is dangerous. Tap in, tap the fuck in.
The shooter to Swifty Blue's right, identified as Face from White Fence 13, is another Southsider with a dark past. Face once cooperated with authorities against the Mexican Mafia after being stabbed years ago. He's currently locked up and in protective custody. He's not a made man, he's a marked man. According to court transcripts, he's had a green light on his head since 2006, meaning he's been a target for death for nearly 2 decades. As for Swifty Blue, a source close to the situation revealed a possible reason he ended up on the Mexican Mafia's hit list. Allegedly, Swifty was dating a woman who was related to a made member of the Mexican Mafia. After a fallout between them, the woman reportedly threatened to tell her uncle about Swifty disrespecting her. And allegedly Swifty said, "F you and your uncle." What he may not have realized is who her uncle really was or how powerful. From there, it's believed Swifty was forced to pay a fee for the disrespect, essentially buying his safety. But here's where it gets tricky. This information is coming from a confidential source, so take it with a grain of salt. Some say Swifty kept paying, but eventually his money was no longer accepted. Others claim he just stopped paying altogether. Either way, the end result was the same: Swifty Blue's name was put in the hat. That means he was greenlit, and any Southsider or a Mexican Mafia affiliate had permission to kill him on sight if the opportunity came up. This entire situation was actually broken down a year ago by the YouTube channel Renegade Media, long before it was confirmed by law enforcement, showing how deep his sources went. Then came the official confirmation. The FBI announced that a conspiracy to murder Swifty Blue began in December 2022. The person believed to have ordered the hit? Manuel Quintero, aka Snuffy, the uncle of the woman Swifty was dating. According to court documents, Snuffy gave the green light. One man reportedly told an informant that crews in Paramount, Compton and downtown L.A. were ordered to attack Swifty on sight. Eventually word spread through the prison system. From the streets to the pen and from prison into the LA County Jail. In November 2023, an inmate 2 cells away from Swifty called his 66-year-old mother. He asked her to check with someone if the one who sings was still good. She hung up. When he called again, she gave the answer, "He's no good." That short call got both the inmate and his elderly mother charged with conspiracy to murder. Just 2 days later, another jail call surfaced. This time an inmate used a contraband phone to talk to someone in prison. When they brought up Swifty Blue, the prisoner asked, "You remember that Ross, a rapper who got hit in the shower?" Prosecutors believe he was talking about Money Sign Suede, who was killed in the prison showers with a box cutter earlier that year. The response? It should end the same. The next day orders went out, handle that with prejudice. Then at 5:50 a.m. as inmates were being moved for showers, 3 Southsiders rushed Swifty Blue's cell. A 4th blocked the camera as they beat and sliced him. About 5 hours after the attack on Swifty Blue, a man in jail made a call to a woman. He told her to let someone in prison know that old boy got his rap session. Then he added they didn't really get a good show. Expect them to be performing on the 4,000th floor soon. In other words, they failed to kill him. But they were already planning to try again once Swifty got transferred to another part of the jail. But before that could happen, Swifty was released. That move probably saved his life. Then in March 2024, gang members began communicating through TikTok. Swifty went live outside his family's home. In response, an armed Southsider drove to the house around 1 a.m. sending a photo of his gun in the cup holder with the message, "He ain't here." Later members were sent to vandalize Swifty's house. They tagged it with Swifty Blue 187, a clear message, "He's marked for death." Every action in this plot, from greenlighting Swifty to checking if he's no good to driving to his house, is now part of the federal conspiracy to commit murder case. Every person who made a call, passed a message, or gave the go-ahead is being charged in the conspiracy. And honestly, it's shocking Swifty Blue is still alive. Here's the truth, these arrests don't mean he's safe. According to the feds, Swifty Blue has been greenlit since 2022. And it doesn't matter if it's 2042, once your name is in the hat it stays there until your ticket gets punched. His only real chance at survival? Leave California completely. But Swifty's whole career is built on his gangster image and being active in the streets. Disrespecting a made man in the Mexican Mafia was a huge mistake, but more than that, it looks like it was an attempt to extort him. And when he refused to pay, the streets turned against him. It's a story we've heard before. Money Sign Suede went through the same thing. He wasn't even a gang member, just a resident of L.A., who rolled with the Southsiders in prison because of his background. But when it came time to pay his respects, literally pay for protection, he refused. And he bled out in the prison shower for it. In the end, the same politics that protect some destroy others, especially when money gets involved. Swifty Blue hasn't cooperated with the police, but his refusal to follow the strict gang politics of his world might be the very thing that gets him killed.
To take in my opinion only, if he disrespected somebody he shouldn't have, and is willing to make it right, I think that's how it should have went. Instead of risking the freedoms of many over one, and essentially 19 people being charged in a conspiracy that can end horribly for all 19 of them. Now, from my understanding, the Southsiders are under very strict politics, and if he snitched, or if he did some weird shit, or did something to cause harm to one of his own, it would make more sense for this level of aggression. But if this is truly a scheme to extort a rapper, in that sense, I don't know if I can necessarily fault Swifty Blue for not wanting to be extorted, because it's like at the end of the day, even though you fall under certain politics as a gangster yourself, right, you're gonna feel tried knowing you have to give up something. You're giving something up, and it goes against the foundation of your core, you know? Like, wait a minute, I'm the one that does the extorting. I'm the one telling people to tap in for $25,000, and I'm gonna make sure they're good. Now I gotta pay somebody else to make sure I'm good? I'm the gangster. So, I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion, it sounds like he's in a situation he can't get out of, in a place where his enemies outnumber him, and there's not much he's gonna be able to do because he can't take on the entire Southside card. The only thing that I can think of that would essentially save him and his career, move to Miami. I'm gonna be honest with you, Miami's a different place. You can still have the same image, you can still do what you do. You're just not gonna be under those politics because it's Miami. Now, yeah, anyone can book flights, this and that, but after what happened with Lil Durk, I don't think anybody really wants to do that. This organization is clearly powerful because of how many people in California don't speak on them. But there's also a message behind this video. Look at the situation with Money Sign Sway, right? He went to prison, rolled with the Southsiders. And this is the thing, is everybody is gonna have a use. The men that go in there and they're broke, they have nothing to offer but violence. That's why when your name gets called, when you raise your hand, you're getting sent to go do that. You're about to put in some work, you have nothing else to offer. But when these rappers come in, even if these rappers aren't famous, you've got guys in prison that know nothing about going viral. They don't understand it. Their mind doesn't comprehend it. Oh, he's got millions of views. All they hear is the word million. This might be a broke rapper who went viral, and he might not even have gone viral on his own page. It might have been another page that posted him and it went viral on their page. But they heard the word million and they think you got money. Okay, well, we're not gonna send him to go stab nobody. He just gotta put some of that money in. You gotta, put some funds into the kid. People don't want to do that, and it ends how it ends. Now, this case was investigated by not only Los Angeles but the FBI. It isn't a federal case, it's a state case, but with the FBI's assistance, I wonder how much that's gonna play out or have an effect on the way this case plays out as far as them being found guilty. But like I said, this specific organization doesn't flourish in Beverly Hills, they flourish in prison. Meaning if Swifty Blue does anything to wind up in certain places, it's that much more of a chance they get what they want, which is essentially him. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and opinion in the comment section. It's 1090J, I'm rocking with you.